Okay, so let's see. No sound. Yeah. Can you hear me now? That should have fixed the sound issue. Yeah, well, that's called the algorithmic scrum, isn't it? Of course you can copy that link. What link? Whichever link you want to copy, you can copy it there. It's out there in the public. It's a free country. Do what you want, M3. MOTS is moving. It's under $2 right now, so it's not what I'll be trading. But Mortis GI Holdings, let's see, because that's quite a big move. 70% in the last 6 minutes. Let's see, why has it moved 70%? So Mortis GI Holdings published positive results from a European study of second-generation PureView systems in improving visualization for colonoscopy in patients with a history of poor bowel preparation. That's why that's moving. 1.5 million in the float, good relative volume. It normally does about 233,000. It's already done over 1.5, well, almost 1.5 million. So it's 6x on the relative volume. Small float, micro float 1.5 million. So, and it's got a medical results catalyst. I'm not sure what link you're talking about there, M3, but you know, each to their own. Good morning, John. Trading is that a question? What trading strategies I use, or the link to the trading strategies that I use? So yeah, I mean, I'm a momentum trader. I'm predominantly looking for momentum pattern breakouts. Tends to work for me in the main. Though not always, of course. You're going to have red trades, but I'm on a nice little green streak at the moment. So 8 days, 8 days green so far. Starting green today. So get green, stay green, I always say, and get to goal and get out. So the goal is 6,000 a day. Morning, Mike. I can't believe the S&P 500 absolutely smashed highs yesterday. Let's look at this on the 15. I mean, going into the close yesterday, I don't know what happened, but the market liked it. Look at this, absolutely smashed highs. It went up to over 491 yesterday. So it finished full price yesterday 491.27. Why is that relevant? Well, let's just look at the daily chart, shall we? This is the bullish channel that I drew whilst we were just coming off the early part of last year. I drew this bullish channel here, and you can see October 22. That was the bottom of the bear market, and we've just gone from strength to strength ever since. We did have a bit of a correction there in October, but the end of year rally has just not stopped. And yesterday, all-time highs. This is the S&P 500. So the previous all-time high at the start of 2020, January 2023, was 479.36. We're up over $10 on the SPY. So very bullish. We're almost at the top of this this bullish bull market channel. So yeah, very bullish in the market right now. Even the NASDAQ is you know looking at testing the highs, which it made last week, by the way. And I think we will get all-time highs on the NASDAQ simply because of the tech stocks that have got earnings this week. I think are going to report good earnings, and you'll see that will move the needle on the NASDAQ. Just my opinion, not financial advice. Morning, Lisa. I must have up on the algo spikes, I think that is. No volume on minim. Pfizer had earnings today. Let's look at how that's affected things. Well, Pfizer dropped its earnings just before 7. And it's up slightly, but not big moves. I could do that stone cold. Switch my camera on at 8. Do you know what I've found out? If I have a rice dish for my dinner, come in and do the stream and I'm okay. Towards the end of the stream, I might start getting a bit peckish. But I've had pasta today, and it was only like a couple of hours ago. Not even. And I'm hungry again. Pasta doesn't last as well on my stomach as rice does. Anyone else have that problem? First world problems in the third world. I've seen that, mate. I've seen that. I do use Lunali. I look for momentum stocks that have got a catalyst, a higher relative volume, and trade the momentum. That's essentially what I'm looking for. So these are not stock picks. If you're looking at investing, well, with the exception of Pfizer and General Motors and some of the ones that have got earnings today, but the majority of the stocks that I trade on a daily basis are garbage. I don't recommend anybody you put them into the long-term portfolio, even if it does move 200-300%. It's not a long-term play. It's short-term. We're just taking advantage of the intraday momentum. That's all we're looking for. So yeah, don't look at these moves as a sign of strength to come, because more often than not, it's just news, low flow. News that moves the stock price intraday, and before you know it, day 2-3 days later, they're back down to the lows, if not even lower. These stocks are garbage. The reason a lot of these stocks are priced at like $3, $4, $5 is because they're garbage. If they were worth anything, they would be worth. It would be up at like $30, $40, $50. So. MOTS is a perfect example of that. Absolutely, 100%. So it's below $2. I don't trade anything under $2, but this is a perfect example of what I'm talking about here. You're looking for the momentum. This initial pop out with the increasing volume, you could have got in here at 125. The break of the quarter, half, and whole dollars, very psychological levels in trading. The break of the quarter dollar there, as it pulled back, bounced off the 9 EMA. You might then look at as it breaks the volume weighted average price, the quarter dollar. There's a lot of confluence of resistance there, breaks that and moves up. Or you might just wait for the break of the half dollar, the pullback there and the bounce on the VWAP, the move up, and trade that for 10 cents and take a quick scalp. Again, the break, but pull back to the VWAP, get a VWAP bounce, then you've got kind of a double top type formation, and you might want to be very careful with that as it starts to pull back and sell off. So yeah, there's a lot of these low price stocks, they'll pop and drop. There's another one coming up now. View's moved up a little bit in the last 5 minutes, but on no volume, so there's no volume there. Same with Pixelworks. Not great volume. Two things you're looking for. It's great seeing the momentum, but you want the volume with it. Nothing seems to be sustaining or exhibiting that continuation. But we've got plenty of time. Nothing moved yesterday really up until the open, and then it was actually down at the open, I think, yesterday, slightly, ever so slightly. And then we got on Rail Vision, and Rail Vision moved really well for us. I don't trade these sub $2 stocks. Not really my bag. How was Rail Vision doing today? Let's have a quick look. Oh, it's down, 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 down. It's held most of its gains from yesterday, to be fair. I mean, the day before it closed out at like 950 or whatever it was, so held most of its gains from yesterday. So if Rail Vision gets back up towards the VWAP, there might be something left in it. It was actually down on the day yesterday pre-market, and then it started to make a comeback. So we'll see. Second biggest mover on the day is one of the highest priced stocks, Super Micro Computing. So I won't be trading that from a day trade perspective. I mean, we're looking at dollar spreads, $1.50 on the range, but you have to have a big account just to trade that. Probably not worth the risk. Tempest, flat on the day. Yeah, it could be a bit of a grinder, Mike. Could be a bit of a grinder, a bit of a slow mover today, which is fine. I think I don't mind having a quiet morning because I know there's going to be volatility after hours. And what I'm going to be doing is I'll probably trade till 10:30, 11 o'clock here today. And then I'm going to go and take a nap and come back for the earnings. We've got some big names on earnings today. AMD, Microsoft, Google, Star. I mean, there's a whole bunch of a whole plethora of big names that will be printing their earnings this evening after the close. And some of them will move the needle on the wider market as well. So, like to Microsoft, for example. Google. So yeah, the big earnings day today that could impact the overall market. Hey Trader 83, how you doing? Gold was up. The last time I checked, gold was actually up, bar, but I'm not trading commodities. I don't trade commodities. There's not enough volatility in commodities. Intraday trading. I'm a day trader. Unless you're trading huge, unless you've got a huge account, there's no money trying to day trade commodities or forex for that matter, unless you've got a huge account. I was watching a video today. There's a Chinese, a Hong Kong fella. He's a forex trader, and he was clearly profitable, but he was in this one trade, and he got all excited about the trade because he made $20,000 on the trade, which is fantastic. Intraday, it took him about 3-4 hours for the trade to play out. Trading forex, the US dollar versus the GB pound, and he made $20,000, which is I'd say fantastic result for one day. But in order to make that $20,000, he was holding a $21 million position. He bought $21 million worth of GB pounds to make 20k. And people wonder why I say forex is a mug's game. If you've got a large account, you're trading with somebody else's money, great, fantastic. You've got a 7-figure account, you can make money with forex, but anything less than a 7-figure account, you're going to struggle. And you probably will. Statistics tell me that you will lose your money. So stay away from forex. And commodities are probably not much better. Long-term investing, fine. Put your money in gold, it's a safe haven. Not make as much as you would on gold as you would sticking it in the S&P 500 or the TQQQs or something like that. But that's just my opinion. It's a safe haven. You make more than you will sitting in the bank. That's about it. What's my stats for this month? That's a good question. Where am I this month? I'm having a good month. I've been a little bit more. Yesterday I was a bit sloppy, to be fair. I was very sloppy yesterday. But I've been having a good month so far. I'll just pull up my stats here for the month. And 131,000 in gross profit. And that's at the moment. And not bad at all. 116,000 in net profit. My trade accuracy is about 3 to 1, just less than 3 to 1. My K ratio, so my risk reward is 2.3 overall. My biggest gain, my biggest trade is 24k. That was on Friday. My biggest loss is 6.5k. Or my biggest losing trade, so 6.3k. Average daily gain at the moment. So I'm targeting at 6k. My average gain at the moment is 8,750. So I'm not having a bad month, if I do say so myself. At the moment. It's not quite at last year's levels yet, but we've got today and tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to do it. Did 175k last January. So that was a good. February was a bit tougher, so we'll see what happens this year in February. But I didn't trade the first week of January, so effectively this is on the back of. I took the first week of January off, so this is on the back of 3.5 weeks. Oh, 3 weeks. 3 weeks of trading. I'm on a nice little green streak. 8 days, 8 consecutive days green so far. So touch wood. Let's see if I can keep it going. So I need, if I'm going to equal that's what my goal is this year, is to equal last year's results. If I can get 1.5 gross, that would be nice. 1.5 gross, no 1.2 net, so 100k net would be great, which is I'm on target for. So 1.5 gross, so it just gives me a little bit of wiggle room that way. Didn't manage that last year. What am I trading, Oswald? At the more equities, stocks and shares. So it's not crypto, it's not forex, commodities, or futures. It's just stocks and shares, Oswald. Just looking for something that's moving. We're looking for volume. We're looking for volatility. We're looking for nice momentum. Nothing moving at the moment. What's going on with Avro? Just halted, I think. Oh, it's just come back from a halt, so it must have had a news drop. Remember I said Rail Vision made a nice move yesterday? It's just bounced on yesterday's closing price. So it moved up this morning, but on next to no volume. And then sold off. So if this gets back above the VWAP, like I say, it could be interesting in a continuation. So if you look at this on the daily, it's been very strong this last week, and it's been moving up since pretty much all week last week. Yesterday was a good day. We didn't trade too much yesterday. I wasn't feeling it yesterday. We got over goal. So if you want to see that, just go back and watch it. Got over goal yesterday, but it wasn't my best day's trading. No such thing as stuck in a position seeking. Only stubbornness will stick you in a position. Your inability to sell. There's no such thing as actually there is. You can get stuck in a position if the stock gets halted. You're stuck in that position if you've got a position with it. But that's the only time you get stuck in a position. If you're left holding bags, it's because you decide to hold on too long. And I've done that. We've all done that. Yeah, I did art. I've changed this. I've just been a little bit more conservative with my entries and also with my trade selection, and it seems to be working so far. So long may it continue. Are these not illiquid? No. Yeah, it depends on the position I'm taking. Right now, I've got a decent sized account, so I'm starting today with 126,000 in the account. It's a 6-figure account, so I won't necessarily need to use leverage. But I'm glad I've got that much because come the close, we're going to have earnings, and there's going to be some high-priced stocks where I will need that leverage. So I'll only get like 2x leverage overnight margin. For trading earnings, so I'll have like $250,000 to play with this evening, or assuming I don't lose a shed load. I should have about $250,000 of buying power to play with for earnings this evening, and that's usually enough to take a sizable position that you can profit on the volatility of the higher price stocks. But no, the volume doesn't dry up. This is the whole point. If you try and trade this, which is why you're looking for stocks with volume. You're looking for stocks with consistent volume, and that's why you're looking for a stock with a catalyst. Look, Rail Vision doesn't have any volume right now, which is why I'm not in a position with it. But if it gets over the VWAP, and I'll be watching the volume, and I'll be watching the time and sales for the speed of movement, the generic color of the time and sales. And I'll be watching the level 2 to see what kind of orders are there for any kind of seller walls or whatever. So I'll be looking at multiple data inflection points before I'm taking that position. And one of the big ones is volume. It has to have volume. Volume and volatility are the two things you're looking for day trading. If you get one without the other, there's no trade. Volatility, you can get stocks moving on low volume with huge volatility, but you tend to find that they are illiquid stocks. The spreads are extremely wide. The range can be big, but you get a lot of slippage if you get in and out. The chances of you getting slippage when you putting your orders in there, and then also you can get locked in a position because particular pre-market, in the open market not so much, but in pre-market and post-market, you need you can't use market orders, so you need to use limit orders. For market orders, need a market to operate, to execute. So you have to use limit orders, and if it goes past your limit, or if the spreads are too wide, it can pass your limit and you don't get filled. So that's getting an exit for exits as well, and that can happen. Yeah, I don't trade futures simply because of I mean, trading futures, it's more technical than anything else rather than fundamental. So I'm looking for a little bit of both for day trading. I look for some fundamentals, technicals as well, but you don't so much get the momentum the same on futures. If you get in a nice bullish market like we did yesterday on the S&P 500, SPX, trading SPX futures yesterday could have been very profitable. But trading futures, trading commodities, I find you're probably better off swing trading than day trading, just because of purely because of the volatility. Same thing with mid and high cap stocks. With the exception of earnings season, mid and high cap stocks, you're probably better off swing trading than day trading. The volatility, you get volatility with accompanying volume, of course. You get that in the lower mid and low cap stocks, not necessarily low priced, but low float. So if something's got less than 100 million in the float, you get a nice bit of interest because of some news catalyst. You can get really good volatility. You're talking 50, 60, 70, 100, 200, 300% moves intraday. You're not going to get that with Microsoft. You're not going to get that trading the SPX. What you do get with those is sustained moves. So you get a nice bit of good news on Nvidia, for example. Earnings come out, it will trend and it will move one way or the other for a few days. So that's when you can swing trade those higher price stocks. So you can swing trade futures, you swing trade commodities, because they do tend to trend a lot better than these low price, low float stocks do. No, I agree with you all day. Holding bags and turning day trades into swing trades because you're left holding bags, that's the worst thing that you can do. Morning, Thomas. Welcome back. Yeah, because it's the volatility there. Well, also on the volume as well. I mean, if I'm look at let's go back to the SPY at the moment, okay? So the S&P 500, I'm looking at this on the SPY, but so to trade the SPY pre-market, it's not huge volume, and you're not going to get big moves. We're talking about less than 0.18% on a good day, you might get 1.5% or 2% if it's a very good day. That can be up or down. I'm saying a good day for volatility. So volatility on the SPX or the NASDAQ or whichever index or futures index you want to look at, you're talking like fractions of a percentage point on most given days. So they're not the ideal instrument to day trade. They're not the ideal instrument to day trade. They're better suited for swing trading, in my humble opinion. I mean, what do I know? I mean, I'm just a fat guy on the internet. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm doing. I know I do it well, but that's just my opinion. If you're taking larger positions, then it gets a bit more nervous, so you might want to day trade. But most people that day trade futures and forex and other things like that tend to do it with large position sizes. Day trading those kind of things, low volatility with small position sizes, you've got more often than not you're going to lose money. Statistics tell you that. which is why Forex is a mug's game, and trading commodities usually results in usually has the same results. Swing trade it, usually better. Is it really? Have a look. It's just broke through my floor. IceCure Medical. Let's have a quick look at what the catalyst is here. Decent volume too. So FDA grants IceCure Medical's appeal, reopens de novo classification request for marketing authorization of ProSense for early stage breast cancer. Had a catalyst yesterday as well. Didn't move much. It dropped the catalyst to 8 and popped up a little bit. IceCure Medical, 20 million in the, just over 20 million in the float. It normally it's at average volume right now. It normally does about 1.9 million on a given day over the last 3-4 months, and it's at 1.9 million right now, about to do 2 million. So it's slightly above average volume on the back of that news drop, but it needs to hold $2 and change for mine. I have 208, so that $2 area is proving a little bit problematic right now, but we'll see. Yeah, it's testing the VWAP. It's not on good volume right now, Puno, so it's at the VWAP. Maybe if it can hold the VWAP and volume comes in, we might get another run with Real Vision tomorrow. Out today at the open. So you get that, Mike. You get that. So the longer you're trading, the more often you'll come across tickers that have these days where they pop up and you go, oh, I remember this one. Or more likely, you'll get what I get, which you'll see key points marked on the chart already. And yeah, I think you're probably talking from back in November there, Mike, when it moved up kind of 150 from $1 or whatever it was. Had a big run in November. Hey, well done, El Puno. Did you change brokers? When was the last time it had a big run? Yeah, probably way before then. $0.10 on the 1 minute ATR. Any spreads? All right, okay. All right, okay. About time. When you say it loads it, when is it the full pre-market or just from kind of 7:30 or 8 o'clock? I'll take a look for you, Buzz. Oh, that's nice. You can get the full moves there then. Aileron Therapeutics, absolutely zero volume. It's slightly down on the day at the moment, but there's no volume at all. Nobody trading it. 240 shares of traded hands across two trades. Someone's probably bought and then sold or whatever. 240 shares of changed hands across 2 trades today. There's no trade there. Aileron Therapeutics might have had a decent day yesterday. Not great volume yesterday, but it had a decent run up from kind of $5 up to over $6. But there's nobody trading it today. There's no trade there. If you're holding bags or up around $6 from yesterday, good luck. You're probably going to be waiting for the open for any kind of volume, and the spreads are like $1.50. If you're holding back, if you traded this yesterday and you're holding bags from it, then more fool you. No worries, boss. Decent move, 45, currently 44% up on the day right now, ICCM. It doesn't look like it's going to hold that $2 level though. We'll see. Does it get a bounce on the VWAP there at 194-ish? Nice run up. 10 minutes. Don't get married to these stocks. A good rule of thumb, if you're new to trading, when you get into a stock that's moving up, like this, if you got in this here, so the nice entry here would be this pullback, and now maybe you got in here for the break of 189, so 190, nice pullback, then the break of new highs, then move up, and then you've got a nice, 20 cent, 25 cent move. First candle on that move up, first candle to make a new low, which is actually here, that's when you get out. And that way you'll save yourself the whole misery of giving away your profits. So that 190 on the move up, you end up getting 15 cents. Between 15 and 20 cents. Oh, look, hindsight's great. I'm the #1 trader in the world with hindsight. Like I said, this little pullback here would have been a good entry, would have been for the break of 190, and then you'd have got that nice run up. You see that the influx of volume on this break here as well was a huge giveaway for the breakout. So the volume is always a giveaway on the breakout. And you can see the volume. You don't have to wait for the candle to finish forming. You can see when volume's coming in. Watch the speed of the time of sales is moving. You'll see it moving really quickly, and you'll know the volume's coming in. So yeah, if you're holding, if you got in at 190 or whatever there, and you're still holding it at 189 after it's moved up because you're hoping it will go to 225 or something like that, or you got in at $2 for the break of $2 and you're looking for 20 cents and you're still holding at 190, that's more fool you. I've done it. We've all done it. But it's a muscle, it's a memory muscle, it's a mental skill set. You've got to get into the habit of cutting losers early. Stallion, stop losses don't execute pre or post market. Essentially what a stop loss is a trigger market order, and it needs an open market to execute. So pre and post market, I'll use mental stops, and after the bell, I'll use actual stops. I like to use trailing stop losses. So the Dow Jones Industrial Average is down slightly, DIA, 382.50 on the DIA, which is Spider Dow Jones ETF. It tracks the Dow Jones Industrial Average. If you're looking at the S&P 500, that's down 0.21%. Nice, it's a nice healthy pullback. Don't worry about it. Don't think it's a market crash or whatever. NASDAQ down a little bit more, but watch the NASDAQ take off tonight when Microsoft and Google and AMD and a few others are dropping their earnings. So this is a pullback. It will move with the earnings, the after hours today. But yesterday was a huge day. Let's look at it on the 15-minute. You'll see what I'm talking about. A huge day on the NASDAQ, huge day on the markets. They absolutely mooned. New higher day on the S&P 500, new all-time highs. Sorry, not higher day. New all-time highs on the S&P 500. Pretty much held that right up until the close of after-hours trading, and then it started selling off this morning. So look, that's normal. That's perfectly natural. We broke all-time highs coming into the close yesterday. It's okay for a bit of a pullback this morning. Perfectly natural, perfectly sound. And it wouldn't surprise me if we break more all-time highs later today. Just my opinion, not a pick, not a signal, nothing like that. Don't sue me. Mike, that's a big part of it. That knowing, finally cutting loose and being disciplined about cutting loose. I think the best way of doing it, Spirit Airlines breaking highs. The best way of getting yourself into that mental capacity to be able to cut losers is knowing full well that best way that I do it is, look, if you cut it and it reverses on you, then you can always get back in and you've only lost a little bit. But if you keep holding on to it, you're going to lose more and more and more. So the best thing to do is cut it and watch for a reversal so you can get back in, and think of it that way. And then when you find out that it carries on selling, you think, okay, it's like a goalkeeper saving the goals, being the hero in a penalty shootout, as opposed to the striker scoring the goals and winning the game. It's two parts of the same game. You've got to cut your losses early as well as let your winners run. Pixel works. What a pop that was. Can it hold $2? Spirit Airlines. JetBlue's got earnings today. I know that much. Why Spirit got this pop? Has the news dropped? Try using trailing stops, Mike. It helps a hell of a lot when you get a nice one. JetBlue guidance fails to impress the street, and no mention of Spirit merger. No, but Spirit's decided to pop on the back of it. No company-specific news, though. Falling volume. If it gets over $7, this could be very interesting. Bit of a W pattern forming on the daily as well. $0.20. Spread's about 5 cents. Between 5 and 10. Yeah. All right. What are you guys watching at the open? I've not really got much on my watch list today. A couple of things popped. ITRM popped. It failed. Didn't follow through. Ura popped. Didn't follow through. General Motors, higher price. I thought that was going to have continuation on the back of strong earnings, but no. Pixelworks looking to make another move again. Popeye. Yeah, I saw that was moving earlier. I remember losing some money on that the last time I traded it. Made a lot of money when it popped up last year, but then I lost a couple of days later. Lost a little bit on it later in the week, later that same week, I think. This could just be a pop and drop. I can't believe this is shortable now. Where it's come from. Let's get that like count up, guys. We've got 40 minutes before the market opens. We need to get 50 likes on the counter. So there's a bunch of you, probably half of you, if I'm being honest. There's actually more than half of you have not smashed the thumbs up button yet. So smash that thumbs up button. Let's get that like counter motoring. If you're enjoying the content, if you're enjoying the live streaming every day, just smash that thumbs up button. Let's get over. That's another 13 of you that haven't smashed the thumbs up button. Let's get that smashed, and helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. And yeah, just smash that, and let's get over 50 likes before the bell rings. You know you want to do it. Do it now. Save me reminding you in 15 minutes. Back over $0.75. If we get an increase in volume, I might be interested. Might be. Spreads now. 6 cents. 6 cents. I'll give it 10. 13 cents on the on the range. Probably not volatile enough with those spreads. Do it now, Arnold. Didn't get the Arnold voice. Do it now. Hey, Robin. Do I always have the 5 minute when I'm trading the ticker? Yeah, I have the 1, 2, and 5. I'm actively looking for entries and exits on. I also have the 60 and daily, which is, I'm looking for reference points in terms of previous highs, lows, resistance levels, etc., etc. So yes, I always have the 5 minute or the 1, 2, and 5 minute open. So I've got, based on any ticker I'm trading intraday, I'll have 5 different charts, 5 different time frames open at any one time. I'm looking at 3 of them actively, and I'm referencing the other 2. No, the volume's drying up now. It's not bad volume. I mean, we're talking what, 80,000-90,000 shares a minute. It's not bad volume. But I mean, we had the volume peak was this big green candle here. and that peaked at over 350,000 shares a minute, which is not bad volume at all. But the volume's pulling back as the price is pulling back. So this is why I'm watching for an increase in volume. If we get back up to for a move back up, it might just pop and drop. We've been getting a lot of those. Pixelworks doesn't seem to be pop and dropping though. Pixelworks breaking new highs. Now it's the top gapper on the day. Of $2, that is. So, Walt Disney Studios and Pixelworks enter into a first-of-its-kind multi-year agreement to expand the reach of TrueCut motion technology. Ah, Disney's down as well today. But, Disney Catalyst. Find that. Going to hold the view up? Is it going to hold the whole dollar? $2? No, neither of those. So yeah, morning Vegas, welcome back as always. Pixel, well, a lot just not sustaining. We're getting the initial pump up, but it's not sustaining. It's not like a pump and dump, but it's a pop and drop. A pump and dump is an orchestrated pump of the price on the market, and then somebody pulls the rug. So that's a pump and dump. But these are not pump and dumps. These are pop and drops. This is the initial move up on a news catalyst, and then the market's had enough and then pulls back. Pfizer looks like it's making little moves. Not great volume considering it's Pfizer, but it's primarily a huge institutional ownership with Pfizer. So you tend to find the volume comes in after the bell with Pfizer, and a lot of other higher cap stocks, very similar situation. Pixelworks trying to recover. Bit choppy up here around $2. Range between $2 and $2.20. Very choppy sideways. Be careful, mind your risk. I absolutely get him. Absolutely, totally agree with you. Not what I did yesterday. Look at quite a few boredom trades yesterday, to be fair. But I'm trying hard. I am trying hard. I'm trying hard to be the shepherd. If you get that reference, we can be friends. No, but I'm trying hard to stick to my motto, which is get green, stay green, and get to goal and get out. I can do that. It's going to be a lot less stressful. It might be a little bit more boring for you guys, but it's going to be a lot less stressful. The exception being when it's decent earnings. Overtrading is a very real thing, mate. Yeah, overtrading, boredom trading. Stay away from it. I've been doing well this month because I've been staying away from that. And then yesterday, you got a bit choppy. And as a result of the lack of opportunities, the first sign of momentum, and I was in it. Worked out in the end. Stay away from the boredom trades, Alistair, you degenerate that you are. Let's see. Big brother making a bit of a move. Alistair can't help himself. It's yeah, he's had a degenerate mentor. That's what that is. What platform am I using to trade, Yuzunali? I'm using DAS Trader Pro. It's a direct access software, and funnily enough, direct to market trading platform. So it's, the acronym is direct access software. So DAS Trader Pro. There's a link to it in my. You can check it out for free. It's a Windows-based platform. There's a link to it in my profile on TikTok if you want to have a look at it. It's a very good platform for day trading. You need, if you're going to be day trading intraday, you need a direct access software platform. You don't want to be messing around with third party or intermediary bills and payment for order flow and wide spreads, poor execution. You know, you get really quick fills, you get really tight spreads, and that's what's great about having a direct access platform. Thinkorswim's not pretty good at all. TOS is not good. It's okay for beginner traders, but it's not a good day trading platform. Why? It's not direct market access. You're not getting direct market access. You get wider spreads, you get slower fills, and sometimes you don't get filled at all. So Thinkorswim is okay if you're a new trader and you want to take advantage of TDA's free commissions that they do, then Thinkorswim's okay. It's a good platform for charting. Well, I say a good platform. It's a decent platform for charting. It's a decent platform for learning. But if I was with TDA, I would subscribe to Dash Trader, and I would use Dash Trader instead of Thinkorswim every day of the week. And again, Thinkorswim, you're missing hotkeys, hot buttons, configurable hotkeys, hot buttons, which again is essential for day trading. And that's the great thing about Dash Trader is it's very intuitive, user friendly. Once you've got your hot buttons fixed, if you like to trade with the mouse, hot buttons are great. If you like to trade with your keys, then you can, keystrokes. Hotkeys are great. I do both. So Pixelworks not really. Whereas Fives is looking flat topping there, barcoding, flat topping. Yeah, I'm not interested in Fives. Rail Vision looking interesting, but needs volume. Like this yesterday before the bell rang. You can't sell half your position on Thinkorswim. Well, you can, but it's a long-winded. There's multiple key presses to do it. Stallion, I can do that. I can do that. Everybody that's in the I think I might have done that. Everybody that's in the Day Trade with Tony Discord's got access to the hotkeys, hot buttons, all my configs for Dash Trader anyway. Any students that have joined the Day Trade with Tony education course have got access to all of that. But yeah, I can do a video when I get round to it. I've just been lazy since I moved. I've not been doing my trade recaps. I really should do. I've got my Tesla trade recap from was it last week that I need to do after hours. So Rail Vision's moving. We're getting volume coming in now, but the spreads have just widened like 30-40 cents. So yeah, I'll wait for the spreads to tighten up. I did say if it gets over the VWAP, it could be interesting. It's broke $16. It's gone up to $16.50, and in one 5-minute candle. The spreads are wicked wide. 30 cents. Be careful with it. You know what? I've got an assistant. I should get her to do it, or help me with it. Spirit Airlines back over the VWAP. Rail Vision. Yeah, well, that's what's on the chart there, Art. Yeah, it's had a strong week. It's had a very strong week. I don't know about that, but I think it's all about the preference. I trade ride for free. I think that's the difference. Between the spreads right now, so I need to get over 18 again. Back over 18, we'll be back in profit, I think, with golden. Don't mind this above the 9. Go between the spreads. So we're just looking at flat top here at 18. Yeah, this can be it can be very dodgy. Has been on this last week run up, but also it can be extremely volatile, and that's what we like. We like volatility. Volatility can scare the bejesus out of you when it moves in the wrong direction. But don't knock it. The volatility is what we profit from. So this can be extremely whippy. Don't let the just factor that into your risk. I've traded this now all last week and this week and yesterday. I know it can be whippy, and it's just a case of, look, how much you're prepared to risk on it. Also on the S&P 5, it's down at the moment. I think we'll get new all-time highs today, Elmer. That's my opinion on. That's my thoughts on the SPY today. I think we'll get new all-time highs. We did yesterday, and it's held most of those gains. And I just think after hours we'll get all-time highs. We've got some big stocks on the S&P 500 that are reporting earnings, and I think they will report good earnings. So just my thoughts. But if those stocks move big after hours, they will take the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ with it, because they're mostly tech stocks. Microsoft, Google, AMD and the likes. Even Starbucks is in there. Consumer discretionary. Yesterday's high was 1836. Today's high 1832. So you're absolutely right from a daily point of view. But I don't think that's going to stop it moving back up over 18. About 18 minutes before the bell rings. Agrify. Is it really moving? Is it though? Not really. 83 cents at the VWAP. Oh, let's test the highs again. Come on, Rail Vision. You know you want to. Don't get scared of the $18 mark. Blasted past it on the on that first candle. Let's get over. I'm actually thinking AMD could move quite a bit today, but Google's probably the one. Yeah, VSN is it's a tricky one to trade at the best of times, and I said that yesterday, and I made like 7 grand on it yesterday. Okay, ding dong. Good luck with that swing trade. But we're looking for day trades. The title is Day Trade with Tony, not Swing Trade with Tony. Sorry, I'm not trying to be pedantic, but some of those. So AMD's got earnings later. AMD could be a decent one. Check the options prices. AMD could be a decent one to do a strangle with, I think. You might get enough volatility off earnings overnight. It wouldn't. Why would you trade Tesla for day trade? You don't want to trade Tesla for day trade unless I did day trade it last week with earnings. These high cap stocks, these high float stocks, high cap. You don't want to be day trading them. You want to be, unless you've got a large account, it's not worth it. You swing trade them. Use options or swing trade them. Day trading is for low, you get better volatility on these low cap stocks, low float stocks. Oh, you idiot, Tony. Oh, 800 bucks. I only wanted to take half off. Do they? Just looking at the SEC filings. Where'd you see that one there, Vols? I'm going back to August and I'm not seeing any... I'm not seeing any offering. And that's why I only wanted to take half off. That. Well, it's a basic. I'll take half off as it tested the high of day and ended up taking the whole position. Well, hey Mike, don't do that. Cheers, ding dong. Current highs of $0.75 $75. We'll get over 19 with this. $0.43 on the 1 minute average true range on this, and the 10-cent spread. So you're looking at least 50 cents risk on whatever position you take. You've got to, when you get in, you've got to look at it as it could pull back 50 cents. You could be down 50 cents if you include the spreads in it. That's the risk you really want to be looking at. As a minimum, depending on your appetite for risk. I'm between the spreads right now. I don't be feeling like that, Art. There's always another trade though, Bakadesh. Always another trade. Always another stock, always another trade, always another day. FOMO, giving into FOMO and then jumping back in and chasing, that's the sure way to lose money. We'll get a nice little flat top here. Look at the $0.75 level. $18.80. Current high day 84, $18.84. Next little move should take us over 19. There's 19 on the ask, we're over 19. I'll just take the 10 cents, and then when it breaks 19, I'll look for another entry. Absolutely. A very, very weak this morning, Cal. Oh, RVSN is now moving up nicely. I'll get over the $0.25 this time. On the bid. Ended up there at 19, I think. Double up. Same cards, double up or fold. Current high of day 1920. Looking for a new high of day. Take out that $0.25. Spreads are giving some volatility, but not so much the actual price action. There's 1920. That's tap the high of day again, and we break it though. That's the high of day 1920. That's where we're at. 1925. Next attempt. 15 on the ask. Spreads are as much as 20 cents now. Well, 15 cents. Buy that. Break over. No, it's $19.20 is what I'm looking for, because that's currently the high of day. $19.20, not $20. All right, Robin. What do I think of Apple long term? Don't they have earnings? Yes, it's possible to do day trading part-time. It depends on the hours of your 9 to 5. Really. And we tap that 1920 again. Get up there. Doing the spreads right now. Yeah, the $20 resistance is going to be a big one. No worries, Ahmed. You too, JCN. What do I think of the QQQ? It's a good, it's a good ETF to track the NASDAQ. That's essentially what it is. It's the QQ, the triple Q is the ETF that tracks the NASDAQ. So. Just when you get greedy, that's when it punishes you. Yeah, we'll get back in. We'll get that back later. It's just once it broke below it broke a 5-minute new 5-minute low. It was like, okay, I'm in too big. So I'm not taking a dip on 18 on the VWAP. Not with only 3 minutes to the bell. So Apple short term, well, they've just retaken after 6 years, I think they've just retaken the #1 spot in smartphone sales again off Samsung. So although I'm not a big fan of Apple, I think from a phone point of view they're overrated. I think Android's a much better operating system. I think Samsung's a much better phone. There's other phones much better than Apple for half the price. But people who buy Apple phones, they're paramount to a cult. And that's down to the marketing. You know, you got a bunch of people without much grey matter that will berate Android users because they're not using Apple and they've got an Apple phone. They think it's like a status symbol. It's not. I would much rather have Android. But I've got grey matter. Morning, Tom. You're part of the cult? Absolutely, Alistair. I'm going to change the scanners over. We've got a little over a minute left of the session. I'm going to change the scanners over to the regular session, regular hours, and we'll keep on RVSN for that gap and go potential. But we'll see. It's finding a bit of support there at the $0.25. If it starts to move and gets back over 1875 back over the the 9. I think might be interesting. Pixel works testing the VWAP after a double bottom around 180. Yeah, but they're not open to change either, Robin. I mean, if you look at the evolution of Android phones over the last 5 or 6 years, they've not evolved. And where they have evolved, it's on technology that Samsung had 3 years previous. And they've something major. This could flush on me right now, so I need to get a stop in there. Just tap that pre-market high. Looking for 1820, it went up to 1920, 1925 is where it went up to. So I don't want the flush. And 30-cent stop in place. That's a very tight stop when the ATR is 60, but up at $20, I'm seeing a lot of. I'm expecting resistance at $20. So. That'll do. We're back green on the day. 2108, I expected a little bit of a pullback, so now I've got to wait for that pullback to buy back in. $20.40. $20.50. Ah, that's a terrible fill. Terrible fill. $21 though. Halt level. False halt. Take off. New halt level. 2158. And we hit it. 40-cent spreads now, guys. $179 is the halt level to the upside if we get there. Ah, yeah. Donkey. What are we looking at? Rail Vision shares. So this is the stock market. Rail Vision shares. Didn't make anything on that pretty much. Wait for the pullback. We're 2K up on the day. Well, the room has. We have to concentrate on the trade, Mike. What else has moved? I've just been constant. I've not even looked at the scanners. So SANM, lowest volume, but Mina. Carter looks making a move, is it? Let's have a look. Up at 770s. Don't get distracted by the shiny object, Tony. Getting faked out. It's fake breakouts. Take the bid with you. All the way over to 2150. Come on. Sanmina. Who does it? I've never heard of Sanmina. Anybody know what they're doing? They're now the top gapper on. Oh, second top gapper on the day. Sanmina behind Real Vision. Back over 21. Let's have it. Take the bloody bid with you. $0.40 spreads. I don't like that at all. Never taken this trade with a 40-cent spread. I can do 20, 15, 20. 90 cents on the range though, so it is covered. Is that why it's up? Nice earnings. Okay. Narrowing triangle here. Higher lows, lower highs. And Pixel broke the highs up at 230s now, testing 230s. This is going to stop me out. Like 10k loss. Not good. Unless we get a significant bounce on the VWAP. Can happen. Seen it happen before. Need to get over $21. Over $21, I said. Come on. Looking bullish. Let's take it. Let's take it. New high of day. Some off at the top there just to reduce my exposure. Oh, that'll risk way too much on that. Way too much again, but risk $1.30. Can I get $1.30 back? Not by the looks of it. Get out. Gone straight past my bloody stop. That bounce again. straight past my limit order. Didn't get filled. The limit order's not getting filled. Yeah, well, I did because the reason I averaged down is because I should have got it just 2050, just a small loss on that portion of the trade. But put a limit order and it just went straight, it blasted straight past it. And that's one of the reasons you should have using stops is a good idea in the regular market. Why would it not fill? Because it's a limit order, and the limit, it went past the limit, so it's not going to fill me lower than that limit. It just moved too quick for the limit order to get filled. Fast-moving stocks can be like that with limit orders sometimes, which is why it's best to have, use your stops and also market orders. Ah, you donkey. Like 4 times my timing's been well off on this. I'm trying to lock in $1,000 and end up losing $8 that is. I'm going to take a loss on that. It's just so whippy and my timing's off. Like I've got to recognize that my timing's off. No, it's not going to fill at the best price on a limit order. A market order will fill at the best price. Yeah, Pixelwork deals with Disney. It's up at 240s now. Breaking highs. Hot momentum stock to the upside. Missed the entry there at 235. I like this nice pullback. What's the volume like on Cardalux? Because that's moving nice. Nice breakout after that. It's not great volume. Don't like the vol. I don't like when we're in regular market. I like to be 20,000 shares or more a minute. Cardalux not great volume. RVSN, Dynamite can move back up. Spreads actually narrow. They're 20 cents. 25 cents. Actually, the spreads are pretty big. 25 cents, 15 cents. $1.5. Take a bid with you. 30-cent spreads are good for me. Yeah, broke below 20. Oh, well, a bit like a bride's nightgown this morning. I'll go to something a little less whippy. NYSE. This ran big yesterday. NYSE. Spreads on NYSE 20 cents, 30 cents, so very similar. $0.30 trailing stop will do me. Not halted yet, but it has now, and looks like it's going to gap up or gap up slightly. Oh, level resumption as it stands right now. But let's hopefully it will gap up and go over like $12 on there. But I've got a 30-cent trailing stop, and I've got goodness to the tune of about 60 cents. So I'm okay with that. Back over $12 on the resumption price. Let's have a look at Ardalux. Yeah, not enough volume. Pixel works. Top mover right now. But since next is halted. Absolutely, Ed. Right out of the Benzinga Momentum scanner. And I've traded NYSE before. I've traded NYSE many times before. Is that 140k position in it? No, I had 10,000 shares, so I had a little over 100k in it because my average is 1089 on NYSE. So I had just shy of 110k in the position, and I don't. That's not with leverage because I can get leverage on that one. There's full leverage available on that one, but I've got 120 over 120k. I've got 6 figures in my equity at the moment on this account. Let's go back to NYSE. When's that? Well, 52, 57. It should resume if it's a 5-minute halt. Pixelworks pulling back. EVST. Let's have a look at EVST. Yes, VT. Yeah. I started the month with 10k, Ronan. So I had a really good month. A very good month. RVSN, let's go back and have a look at RVSN. Just out of pure FOMO breaking highs. Just wasn't having it today with RVSN. Kept mistiming it. I'd go to sell, like take a like 1,500 profit or whatever, and it would pull back. It was just so whippy, and I'd get like a loss of $8 or something. So yeah. Yeah, it's looking like a level resumption. So level resumption pulls back and stops me out. That's fine, I'll take that. If it moves up, we've got a 30-cent trailing stop, so that's okay as well. I'm currently 500 in the red, so anything after this trade, whenever I get stopped out on this trade, it means I'm green on the day again. And that's the main thing. Keep this green streak going. So we've got a little over 30 seconds, like 40 seconds to go for resumption. It's like a level resumption to me, so I'll probably get stopped out with the... It'll take me green. I'll probably get stopped out with the spreads. But I should get about 1,500 bucks on this at a push. Yeah, there you go. Oh no, bit of slippage there. It's got me green at least. Bit of slippage. Just broke new highs. Don't be coming down this far. That's on the PWAP. $1.20s. Wait, a bit too much to risk there, but been up to $1, up to 12, back over 12. We'll be golden. You're stone cold. I'll see what I'll see. I'm at my desk then, and maybe. Today it's up and down like a bride's nightgown today, Earth and Honey. Really is. Move my stop to the VWAP. Just below the VWAP. Over 12, and I'll put a trail in it. Mm, 30 cents spreads. Been whippy on the spreads. It went up to the halt level, 12.52 now. So I thought I'll just get out for a little profit. We're up to 2k in green. We'll keep hold of the green. I risk, basically risking 5k to make 2. That's not good maths. Well, 1271's the halt level. It's the halt level right now. Oh, I'm just going to buy in at the halt level and hope for the gap up. Halt's halt. Add at 12. Pulls back to 12. Right, 1271 right here. New halt level 1292. It's over $13. Let's halt again. $0.50 trailing stop. So that's as wide as I'm going to go on this. Well, I took some profits there at 13, so current halt to the up is 1363. So my stop is 1294 right now. I've still got 2,500 in there. Looks like stop type. 16-cent slippage. That's all right. That's okay. That's okay. We'll keep at it. Get 5k a day after the ups and downs we've had. Choppy day, guys. It's a very choppy day. What's NDAI doing? Spectral AI moved up yesterday and the day before yesterday, and it sold off all yesterday, and it's trying to move back up again today. Highly volatile is NYSE. It's not showing up on the surging scanner. Excuse me. Deer Technologies. Decent volume. Sell off on BitDeer. Rail Vision Cardalux. About to test highs. Testing higher day again. He's got a flat top at 810. Big flat top at 810. There's a 5,000 seller. Not a lot. There's not a huge volume on it, so be careful. NYSE making moves back up. I just wanted to get in for the break of 13, and what do I get? Need to be quicker than that, Tony. I'm in at 13.12 now, so not keen on this actually as it happens. Terrible for that one. Right at the top. How to Top Tick by Tony. Well, I'm just watching how it reacts to the 9. It's been adhering to it since last half an hour. Go. $13.50. Here we come. $13.44 high, current high of day. Take the bid with you. $0.30 trail. Small profit. I made $6,000 on this. Okay. I didn't take that Real Vision. I'd be at goal already. S&P 500, I'll come back to this in a second, but S&P 500, I did say I expect to get all-time highs again today. So yesterday's high was 491 and 41 cents on the SPY. And we've already had a high today of 491 and 5 cents. So I still think we'll get all-time highs on the SPY. And just saying, not financial advice. Absolutely, Bobby. It was a terrible. Both the stocks have been terrible for me to trade today. I've just I mistime RVSN, Real Vision. I've been mistiming that. NYSE, I think I did it all right. I risked a bit too much at one stage, but I think I did it all right. But Real Vision, want some money back. NYSE it's cheaper and there's leverage with it. There's no leverage with Real Vision. That's the problem with this one. I'll check Lucid. CJ Stock Runners, why are you thinking that? Kieran, Microsoft earnings. If you can take an option strangle before the close today, you'll get good money on it. Just slightly outside the money, both puts and calls. Kieran, that's what I would do. Not financial advice. It's just what I'm going to do with Microsoft. And same thing with Google, CJ. It's a high price, so for every put, buy a call, one above and one below the price before close of business today, and then you'll get the earnings today, and overnight you'll get some good volatility. Have expiry a couple of weeks out if you want, or just on Friday, and just take advantage of that volatility. Just check what your break-even price is, and then back check what the average over the last 4 quarters, what the average movement has been after earnings, and does that meet the criteria for you to break even on your strangle? That's what I would do with both Microsoft and Google today. Well, we're almost 5K up at this moment in time, and we've got earnings later, so we could trade some of those. We just battered 14. powerful, Phil. There you go. I heard this last time it went up to $16. Made a killing on it at the beginning of the month. I think this was one of the first stocks I traded this month, NYSE. Between the spreads at the minute. $0.40 spreads on NYSE right now. Day 1471. Did over 1450. Sorry, $15. Oh, didn't realize that was him. $0.50 trailing stop that I've got there. I got stopped on a 50-cent trailing stop, but it is 75 cents on the ATR, so $700 away from goal. Higher day. And it spreads again. Come on, take the bid with you. It's just shocking. We're over goal. $0.50 trailing stop again. That's as wide as I'm prepared to go on this. At the halt level. It's not halted yet, but it is at the halt level. All right, that's halted. So we'll come back in 5 minutes. I'll just answer your question for you there, Vegas, if I can see. So yeah, that's no, I'm not seeing any company specific news. It was up big this week. Maywu. Possible pump and dump, I don't know. I'm not seeing any news for this today's sell-off though. All right. Marathon Digital is up. Breaking highs. No, that's all right. Opinions on Tesla. I think Tesla's going to have a bit of a pullback. Personally, I think Tesla's going to have a bit of a pullback. It's probably not one I would go for long term at this stage. I'd wait for the pullback. Just my opinion. Oh, it's, I tell you what, NYSE right now it's over $18 on the resumption. I'll take that every day, but I think that's probably going to be a 10-minute halt if that's the case, and it's just the volatility on the imbalance. But look, $18 on the resumption. I've got two. Wow, I'll take that. It's over nearly $3 gap up. Oh, $2 gap up. We'll take that. A 50-cent trailing stop though, so it's pulling back now. So yeah, we'll come back at 10.24. It'll probably be the last trade I take, and then I'm going to go and get a nap and come back for the. Well, I'm actually doing okay now, Alistair. I'm over goal, so get green, stay green. I don't manage the first part, but I'm going to get to goal, and this is my last trade. I'll come back for earnings later, and we'll do it all again. So and we'll be back at it in the morning as well, 8 o'clock in the morning. So this is my last trade of the session, and then we'll come back for earnings at around 3:30, 3:45. Oh, but between 3:30, 3:45, and that way I can actually get a decent price on the options. I might actually price them in now, take them now. It'll be worth a look. No, I get pinged for copyright for infringement if that was the case. Ding dong. See, it depends how I'm feeling there, Daniel. I might do. We'll see. 1760. There's still a significant gap up. And should know in about just over 30 seconds time. I think this is going to be a 10-minute halt. I'm still seeing volatility on the imbalance. 1750, I'll take it. 10 seconds. Or it's a 10-minute halt. Let's see. Yeah, 10-minute halt. It's a 10-minute halt. I said that a little while ago. When you see a lot of kind of volatility while it's halted on the imbalance, then you can. It usually ends up being a longer halt because that's what they're trying to do. Is they're trying to cool down some of the volatility. Let's have a look at minimum. Yeah, no volume. Or not enough volume, should I say? Let's look at MDAI again. Well, that's breaking high. It's trying to test $3 again. A big gap up yesterday, and then a sell-off. A good day on Friday. Did Spectral AI. $2 up to like 330. Yesterday it gapped up to over 370 and then sold off. So bottom of the hour, we should get the resumption on NYSE. And as I say, it's the last trade of this session, so we'll see. Nvidia is absolutely storming up the charts, isn't it? It broke, along with the S&P 500, Nvidia broke all-time highs yesterday, after hours, mind. Went up to 6.34 and 38 cents, and you love to see it. Well, when you're in it, you love to see it, which I am. So. Yeah, the overall markets are pulling back a little bit, but this is normal. After hitting all-time highs yesterday, it's normal that they'll have a little bit of a breather the following day. And did they hit all-time highs yesterday? They didn't just hit them; they actually smashed them. So yeah, I've already checked Lucid once. A little bit of time. Lucid up at 360s. Right now, 7.5% up on the day. I don't like Lucid as a day trade because it's so thickly traded. It's the range on it. It's not volatile enough to day trade for me. But look, if you prefer a more tranquil stock, it does trend well. So when it's having a good day, it does tend to move well throughout the day. Just not very volatile. So. Lucid breaking highs. Is it good long term? Well, I'm not giving that answer out there because it's up to you to do your own due diligence on that one. If you like the stock, go for it. Personally, I don't. I wouldn't put anything at $3 in my long term portfolio. Simple as that. I really wouldn't. The price alone is a giveaway to the value of the company. There's a reason it's this price. Lucid's not making, just put it out there, Lucid is not making any money right now at all. So it's losing money in the main. So until it starts turning profits, I wouldn't put it in my portfolio long term. NYSE, we'll come back to NYSE now because it's going to resume in about 30 seconds ish. So we're still in it at Puno. 10-minute halt. It looks like it's going to gap up to over 17, which I'll take. 17.25 resumption on the imbalance right now. We should find out in a couple of seconds. So 5 seconds. Going. A 50-cent trailing stop. There you go. I got stopped out. 12k on NYSE. Pat on the back, Conan. Last trade of the session. Give yourself a nice pat on the back. I love a 10k day. We do like that. And I'm going to lock it in. Although I've got 4k to play with, so maybe I could take a small position. Continuation. 19.17. What's the spreads on this? 40-cent spreads. For an entry here. I don't like it. $20.24 is the halt level now. At the halt level. I'll wait. I'll lock that in. Look, this is at the halt level. It's probably going to halt. I will. It's false halt there. So let's see. It's at the halt level again. 2024. I'm going to lock that in, and I'll come back for earnings later. The false halt. See, once it starts false halting, it fills me with dread because it's 2076. So I'm going to close it down, and I'm going to lock this in. Another 10k day. It's a nice strong day. It's over goal. It's over my average, and I'll be back for earnings. So if you're in the Discord, I'll be. Why would I order Bosnian 7 p.m. beer? Oh, whatever. So I'm going to lock this in, and I'll be back tomorrow at 8 o'clock. I'll see if I can stream it for the scanners for a little. Someone wanted me to do it. Put the scanners on with a bit of music in the background if I'm not trading a little bit earlier. But I don't know if there's going to be much movement. So, or you could, if you want the scanners, just check out the link tree. It's pinned in the chat. Go and check out Benzinga for free. The scanners, check them out for free for 14 days. If you like them, then let me know, and I'll get you a fantastic price. I can get you 65% off, but don't tell anybody. So yeah, so you get your Benzinga scanners for 60 quid a month, and that'll keep it locked in. So. Yeah, just let me know if you want to if you're interested in Benzinga, and I'll get you a discount code to check out with. In the meantime, I'm going to lock it down. A nice profitable green day, a nice 12k day on NYSE. I'll wait for this to pull back to maybe the 9 or even the VWAP before I trade this again if I was going to trade it. And I will see you. How's the month? That's a good question. Actually, I'll show you before I wrap it up. Let's see. Where do I go with this? I'll show you myself. Okay, so this is my link tree. The link tree is pinned in the chat, or it's in my profile if you're watching on TikTok. Thanks for that, Mox. Nice teddy bear. Thank you very much. And this is my link tree. If we're looking at where we're actually at, so this is January. Didn't trade the first week, so Tuesday was when I got NYSE the last time. So having a good day. These 3 trades, I was getting a bit cocky, so I've been a little bit more conservative with my trade selection since then. I had a good day Friday, a good day on last Monday, over goal yesterday, 10k today, so we're absolutely tearing it up for this month. What does I mean tearing it up? 3 to 2 on the accuracy today, so 131k versus the target of 120, average 8,700. Now we've got to add another 10k on, so 141k, and the average will go up again a little bit. So 141k is where we're at. The trade accuracy, I'm a 3 to 2 today. Overall, I'm just shy of 3 to 1 overall this month. Across my career, I'm more of a 2 to 1 trader. For every 2 winners, I've got a loser. You're always going to make losing trades. Just remember that. Largest gain so far, largest trade so far, 24k. Largest losing trade so far, 6k. So doing reasonably well across the board. If we look at days and times, break it down by 15 minutes, you can see when I'm losing, when I'm gaining. So made quite a bit between 8:30 and 8:45. That's my biggest. That'll be recorded, of course. And 9:30 to 9:45. That's when the bell rings. So those are my 2 most profitable 15-minute slots across the day. You can see my biggest loser is between 8:45 and 9. So using these statistics, if you're not logging your trades, I do recommend using something like a TraderView or a TradeAmp. I use TraderView. There's a link in the link tree to TraderView. It's a freemium service. It's a freemium product, so you don't have to pay. You can start using it straight away. You don't have to pay right away. So that's TraderView. So anyway, yeah, having a good day. 141k right now. and I was about 116k's worth of net profit before today, so probably another 9, let's say 9k on top of that. So probably looking about 125k of net profit this month, which is, for me, I believe, a fantastic month. It's not quite at the levels of last January, but it's still very, very good. And not too far off. If we had a big 20 odd K day tomorrow, it will be up there with last year. Let's go back to the actual charts, and there we go. Okay, and yeah, so having a decent month. Good day, good trading day today. NYSE consolidating a little bit, but is finding support around 1850, 1860, $18 now. So let it pull back. Watch it for another breakout a little bit later. That's what NYSE likes to do. So look, guys, I'll be back tomorrow, 8 o'clock, the usual time. I may be starting the stream a little bit early tomorrow. If I am, make sure you subscribe to the channel and you hit the notification bell, and that way you'll get notified when I'm going live. So if I go live early, make sure that notification bell is hit, and you'll get that notification. So in the meantime, take it easy, and I've just been brought a lovely bowl of chow mein noodles and spring rolls. So I'll see you tomorrow, guys. I'll be back in the Discord. If you're in the Discord, if you're in the Day Trade with Tony community, I'll be chatting in for, assuming I wake up on time, I'll be chatting for earnings later, and we've got some big earnings later. Just to put it into context, when I say big earnings, talking coffee tables names, not just Starbucks, although Starbucks does have earnings. We've got the likes of Microsoft. I've got earnings. We've got Google. We've got AMD. There's a whole bunch. It's a busy day for earnings today. So it will impact the market one way or another, and I think it's probably going to be bullish. I think the market will see all-time highs at some stage later today. Certainly after hours, if Google and Microsoft ping good earnings as I expect them to. And look, watch this space. If you're an options trader, it could be worth putting, buying some a strangle or a straddle for the earnings with those big names that are dropping their earnings today. So in the meantime, I'll finish up, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Take it easy.